What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This one's from Warner Archive, and it is My Blue Heaven. This is a comedy. It might be kind of an odd choice for this channel, but I don't really care. Anyway, this one stars Steve Martin as a gangster, big, colorful personality, over-the-top kind of guy, larger than life, who goes into witness protection. His handler is Rick Moranis, who's obviously an uptight, nerdy type of guy. As fate would have it, both of them have their wives leave them in short order after Steve Martin arrives in witness protection. So they have kind of a little bit of a bond right from the start, and Steve Martin kind of takes a shine to Rick Moranis and tries to, make him into a cooler guy and a little bit more hip. And then they run into problems with the local district attorney, who's played by Joan Cusack, and she wants to arrest Steve Martin basically constantly because he keeps getting into all these little problems, mispricing meat so that he can get meat cheaper, just like all these little, nonsense crimes. And of course, Rick Moranis won't allow him to be arrested because he's a valuable witness for the prosecution in a big mob case. And the movie just kind of follows, can this over-the-top persona fit into a small town, or will, the whole thing just kind of go up in smoke? I think this is a pretty solid comedy. It's not one of Steve Martin's best, but it's definitely has a lot of good moments in it. I think anytime Steve Martin is the focus of this movie, it works pretty well. The scenes with Rick Moranis are really great. They have one where they go out dancing, and it's probably the highlight of the movie. It's really funny and sweet. It does have some parts that drag and some parts that aren't quite so funny, and those usually come when the movie focuses on some of the subplots that don't involve directly Steve Martin or Rick Moranis. But again, I mean, it's pretty solid. It's funny. It's got some good lines in it. Steve Martin really goes almost like into like spoof or satire with how he plays the mobster. And if you're not aware, supposedly the character is based on Henry Hill, who was the character from Goodfellas. So I can just imagine, like, an IMDb says he wasn't happy about the portrayal, and I can see why. But Steve Martin fans are the ones who are going to find the most to like with this movie. I do think it's a solid comedy, but I think his performance is by far the highlight of it. And so that's what's going to really draw people into this one. The Blu-ray from Warner Archive doesn't have any extras, but it does have an anamorphic widescreen transfer. If you're a fan of this movie, then you know on DVD it was full frame only. This is a landmark day for fans of the movie to be able to get it in widescreen. The transfer looks amazing, super clear. Some of the scenes just look like you're looking out of a window, like just super crisp. Fine detail is great. This is a really, really nice looking transfer. I'm sure people would love to have extras, but for me, as long as the transfer is great, that's really what I care about. This is a cheap thing, under 20 bucks on Amazon, sometimes even closer to $10, $12. It's available at Amazon, everywhere else. You can also get it direct from them at wbshop.com. That's pretty much it. I think the disc is worth it if you're a fan of the movie because, again, this is the first proper home video presentation the movie's gotten, and it looks amazing. It's probably the definitive edition, I would think. I'm not really sure what a 4K could do for a movie like this. But anyway, I think it's worth it if you're a fan. If you like this review, please check out my website, markfusion.com. I got hundreds of other movie reviews, video game reviews, anime reviews, all kinds of stuff. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, everywhere at markfusion. If you like this channel, you like the videos, and you're not a sub, please do sub. Every sub really helps me out a lot. I appreciate you watching these videos, and hopefully I have some more up soon.